Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the UCF Knights return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here comes the talented freshman. A huge spot for him, and there might be a bit of a learning curve here, guys.
No doubt, being so young, he just has to be able to handle his emotion. He's got a lot of talent, David. He just has to keep it all under control.
Man, keep it under control. Realize it's one play at a time. Don't try to do too much, but he's got the talent, and now he's going to have to earn the respect of everybody around him.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Knights in the hurry up. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's the handoff. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now on first down from the 43.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play, and you knew it was going to be a pass. You cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's caught. It's Stokes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Touchdown Knights! And they strike first. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Offense set on first down. They believe they can run right here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Runs through a tackle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Gage. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stokes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They get to the line quickly.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Well, jet sweep pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Backed up at their own 10. It's 1st down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. In zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Knights are in the hurry-up. It's a draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. On the move, it's Gage. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Running to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Just steamrolling his way through. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and
he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And wings it incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Encroachment defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went to game tackle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Northern Illinois endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Husky Stadium, and the Huskies came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down. Well, part of making the running back screen work is you really have to sell it, and you got to let that pass rush get upfield and throw it at the last possible second. And Pollock, man, he got lit up on that one.
He did. Great toughness, but, man, there's nothing worse than being a defensive lineman. You think you beat the offensive lineman.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Touchdown, UNC! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score North Carolina 16, UCF 12.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Knights moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Skips away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And now on second down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right by.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the 2nd time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
UCF 19, North Carolina 16.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Green. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Touch pass on the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Number 7.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCF 19.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Knights want to move quickly. He's back to throw on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 40, there he goes! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Line getting set on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Knights! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Past the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, North Carolina! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Okay, one possession game, got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd down after that incompletion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A shot toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Smashes through. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.